Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to film the horse head tutorial for you guys, which was, I promised you guys a horse head tutorial when we hit 2,000 followers on Instagram, and that's been a while, so here I am. This video consists of two parts. There's a little bit of explanation about the skull of the horse, so you get a better understanding of why are we like putting certain lines, or why does the horse look like a horse. And the second part is the actual drawing part. So let's get into the first part. So I wanted to get started with a little bit of like background information about the skull of the horse, because the skull of the horse is very important for how the horse eventually looks like. There are three things I think are most important to keep in mind when you are drawing horses, and I'm going to show you this by showing you a little representation of a horse skull. Now, my very talented dad sculpted a skull and then scanned it, and this one is cast in, I don't know what material, doesn't matter, it's for the purpose of showing you guys. The first thing that's important to keep in mind is that horses barely have any muscles on their face. So the skin wraps around quite tightly around the head. So for example, this part, there are no muscle, barely any muscles here. So the skin is wrapped very tightly around it. Same goes at the bottom. This line from the jaw and this part is still the jaw, is very clearly visible when drawing horses. Secondly, the eye socket, this part, I don't know if it's like clear. The eye socket as well as the cheekbones stick out quite a lot. Maybe if I do this, it's more clear. This is the cheekbone. Humans have them as well, of course, and the eye socket, they stick out quite a lot, this part, and so they become quite a dominant feature in the end result of the drawing, or like how a horse looks like. You could say these are landmarks of the face. Thirdly, the muzzle, which is basically missing in the skull, and that's because the muzzle mostly it goes against what I said earlier, but the muzzle mostly consists out of tendons and muscles. Not muzzles, muscles. And so the muzzle is very flexible and soft. They can move around it a lot. Actually, I have a picture to show you guys. I have this book from when I was really young, and I used it a lot because I was a horse girl. So this part of the horse is super flexible and soft. Probably if you have pet a horse, you know this. I can also show like the eye socket is sticking out. The cheekbone is often visible. In this horse, not that much, probably because it's a quarter horse and they have quite thick jaw, muscled jaws. And this line that I showed you earlier, as well as this line, very clearly visible. Now, as you can tell, the nose bridge stops before the end of the face, and that is just around, I would say with this horse, it's just around here. So what you have is you have this part is all tendons and muscles. You would go around here, and also the chin. This part is also all muscle and tendons. because you don't see it here, so it would go like this, and then you have the teeth around here and jaw. Here's the skull, the cheekbone. I hope this is a little bit visible. The picture is a little bit dark. The eye socket, this part. This is also a bone. It's this one. I can show you. This one is here, and then this one goes like this. There's like the end of my, you know. So that was what I quickly wanted to show you guys, so you get a little bit of an idea how the horse looks like underneath. I often try to think about these landmarks that make up the face. So I hope that was a little bit clear and helps you a little bit with underneath. Let's get into the drawing part. So let's get into the drawing part of this video. I'm going to use this picture as a reference. I'm going to try and talk you through my process and try to think out loud, because that's what I find difficult. So the side profile of, in this case, a quarter horse. I always start basically with a circle. Very simple. Everybody can do this. And then have a line going down. And this horse has a little bit of a pointy nose. So here's probably where the ears will be, and this is where the muzzle will be. I try to extend these circle with the jaw, and as I mentioned before, quarter horses have quite a muscled jaw, and you'll see that in their conformation. I like to connect the jaw with the chin. He has quite a small muzzle actually, and this might be a little bit too long, as you can probably tell. So I'm going to fix that. I can't erase this pencil, which is maybe a stupid idea. So we have the basic shape of the face. I always like to extend into the neck immediately. You can see that the neck doesn't, like, if you have the jaw of the horse, it doesn't go straight into the jaw. It has a little bit of a curve. This is, I believe, where their food goes. Their throat. It's their throat. I guess that's the right term. Extend the upper part, and it goes a little bit down, but those details are not that important for now. It's more about the simple shapes. I add the ears, which are quite pointy. Has a bit of a curve, as you can tell from the picture. And then it goes in, and you see it folds here a little bit, so I cannot see the other ear in this picture, so I'm not going to draw it, but you can do that. Like, for example, in this picture you do see it, so you have another triangle. I usually go to the landmark, the cheekbone, and I see a little bit of a curve here. That's why this part is curved. Chin, jaw, just reinforce a few lines. The eye, I usually try to draw, this one's pretty close to this line, so I'm going to draw it here. Maybe this is even a little bit too low, because as you can see, a little shortcut I usually use is the eye is oftentimes in the middle of the jaw. Here that's not necessarily the case, but okay. eye socket I was talking about earlier. A little dent here, and this bone that I showed you earlier on the other picture. We have a line here, which is the dent. Here there's a little hollow space, and that's what I'm trying to indicate here. Let's move to the mouth, which I always draw with a curved line as well. Oval for the nostril. And there we go. And it has a shadow inside, so I'm going to just draw and fill that in. From the jaw muscles, these lines, they're muscles, tendons, and also the teeth. And I'm going to keep this a little bit simple. Back to the eye. In this picture you cannot really see the eyelashes, but I always like to draw them just slightly. And they have an oval pupil, so if you have the eye like this, and the lashes, their pupil is usually this shape and not like a circle, and I always leave a little highlight because it looks nice. You cannot really tell in this picture, but there's a little bit of a dent. Okay, I can show with this picture. There is a vein going here, and this is a group of muscle, and this is a group of muscle, and you usually can tell this on the side as well. So I draw a line for that. We can add the manes, and manes don't start here, but they start in between the ears or a little bit after, so around here. The front lock. This horse has a rather long forelock. There we go. I would highly recommend not drawing every single strand of hair because it will take you forever. I just like to give an impression of how the manes are flowing and not keep them straight. So don't draw them like this. The neck has a lot of muscle around here, so it's a little bit round. So the mane will follow that as well. And obviously you have different mane styles. You have little like knots. I don't know how to draw them exactly, but you get the gist. Something I always quite like to draw is short mane. So when they're like standing up, a little bit like fjords. When they're like this. You have horses like Shires, and some like Spanish horses have them as well. They have a Roman nose, which protrudes outwards. You get a curved nose. Or another horse I like to draw is the Arabian, which has the nose curved inwards, a little bit like that. So I would say go wild, stylize, and look up pictures from horses, because there's so many different horses and they have different features and coat patterns. For example, this one has like a paint coat and everything, but it's important to know your basics, and then you can build from it. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. I hope helped you in any way. Yeah, I would love to see your results if you drew along. Please tag me on Instagram and also follow me there if you'd like. It's Cats and Cappucinos all together. Yeah. What do I say? I don't know. So keep in mind that this eye is just a little bit too low. If I would fix it, like here is the middle of the jaw, should be around there. I have to stop now because otherwise this video is getting way too long. If you like this, please let me know down below. I would love to do another video like this explaining you guys a little bit about horses and how to draw them. So if you like that, let me know, please. Any feedback is appreciated. So I'm going to stop here for now. I wish you guys a lovely day, have fun drawing, and I would love to see you back on Instagram or in my next video. Bye guys.